What's up, kids? Welcome to Wrestler Geeks. I'm your host, Justin Shaw.
And I am the Fox man himself, Black Fox.
All right, so.
Well, let's continue on from when we left off from last time with part one. Part two, let's start things off correctly, like by talking about something we kind of might have left out the last one, and that was the pre-matches before the WrestleMania event.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wasn't the Cruiserweight Championship one of the...
Indeed, and that's what we're going to start off with too.
Okay.
Now, for those that don't know or have yet to follow up on this, before this match, there was a Cruiserweight tournament that had occurred to crown a new Cruiserweight champion after Enzo Amore had vacated the title. So, took most of the 205 Live's best guys with some other additional interests and came down between two. The Heart, Cedric Alexander, versus the Soul, Mustafa Ali. And we had seen these two had a match before the tournament started, and it was a good bout. It was a match that you come out thinking, yeah, they're gonna have a rematch somewhere down the line for the title. Just, some people weren't expecting it to actually come down between the two at WrestleMania. And what did you think about it?
This was a great match. Not to mention that Cedric Alexander was formerly a competitor in Ring of Honor Wrestling before he went on to the Cruiserweight division in WWE. Mm-hmm. But personally, my choice to obtain the Cruiserweight Championship was Mustafa Ali. You know me, I'm a huge fan of high-flying wrestlers.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I gotta say this. Mustafa Ali definitely kicked things up with his promos, with his, throughout the entire tournament.
His promos were actually good.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually did think in the Roman match that he was gonna beat Cedric. But then you're reminded of what happened when Cedric first showed up in the Cruiserweight Classic. You remember when he lost to Kota Ibushi? And as he was basically leaving the ring, Triple H came out and the crowd was yelling, "Hire him." And I'm saying, it was at that point that,
Hire Mustafa Ali?
No, Cedric Alexander.
Oh.
They were saying, hire him. Triple H came out, grabbed him, and looked at him and was like, you guys think so? Okay, let's do it. And, then became his journey. NXT, then he was drafted to 205 Live. And I'm not even going to lie, when he first fought Enzo for the Cruiserweight, I honestly thought he was going to take it from him. But, now that this crowning achievement has finally happened, I got to say I'm actually happy for Cedric. He went through it all. He went through heck and back to get the win.
I mean, I'm happy also that Cedric won, but I was really going for Mustafa Ali. Mm-hmm. I mean, Cedric Alexander, he's a great competitor. Don't get me wrong. I've seen him wrestle when he was wrestling in Ring of Honor. So, congratulations to Cedric Alexander. I think the next competitor in the Cruiserweight division in WWE who's going to go after the belt is Buddy Murphy. But only time will tell.
I'm actually, I'm actually thinking? I'm going to put my money on Drew Gulak with the way his transformation has been going.
Oh, Drew Gulak?
I'm going to put my money on him actually capturing it.
I'm beginning to kind of like him. Because he kind of he's turned like a bit of an edge. Mm-hmm. I always, he's funny with those PowerPoint presentations and always coming out with that, that electric horn thing, whatever that is, and saying, no high flying. No high flying. When he comes out, imagine he comes out with a sign, he says, no plancha. No plancha.
It's called the no-fly zone, but it works.
Now
let's move on to the men's battle royale, the Andre the Giant battle royale. And hey, you know what? Like, you really didn't know nobody really knew who was gonna win. Like, there were speculations in the beginning, who could possibly do it. But you know what? Hey, Broken Matt Hardy, aka Broken Matt Hardy, but I'm happy he won. Excellent. Yes, I'm actually happy he won. I'm just hoping, this push actually is a good push for him.
Especially now since he's with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah,
the leader of all worlds.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and people were surprised, but at the same time, I am not gonna take anything away from this. I got my eye on Bray, just in case. You never know. I've seen this too many times. And now, ladies and gentlemen, also congratulations to Matt Hardy, the woken savior. Now, we move on to the newest edition, the Women's Battle Royal. And I gotta say, for this Battle Royal, you had a mix of people from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Yes, Dakota Kai was actually there.
Yes, I was happy. It was Kairi Sane was also in it too. I was happy, especially when she pulled off the elbow, the insane elbow. Like, it was, you know what I gotta say though, the NXT women kind of definitely stepped up in this one.
Kairi?
Like, not just Kairi. It was like all the females in NXT. They did their thing. They showed solidity towards the middle part of the whole thing, but I think, like, a lot of people were speculating, and it did go down like that. A lot of people were speculating that it was going to come down there was going to be a confrontation between
Bayley and Sasha Banks.
Yeah, and I mean, like, take nothing away from it. I felt like this was more like a receipt for what happened at the Women's Royal Rumble, because Bayley ended up throwing Sasha out.
I think that's what almost happened at this Women's Battle Royal.
No, that's exactly what happened. Like, in this one, 'cause like in the last one, Sasha threw out Bayley, so you are automatically thinking, okay, she's gonna get her back, and in reality, that's what actually happened. She actually threw her out, and I feel bad because you automatically thought Bayley actually won, but everybody remembered, wait, Naomi didn't get eliminated.
Yeah, she didn't.
Yeah, she got knocked out, but she she fell through the middle.
Hey, but honestly, I'm glad that Naomi won the Women's Battle Royal.
I really wanted to actually Bayley. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wanted to actually see her try again, but she had a moment last year, and hey, congratulations to Naomi. Now we just gotta see what they're gonna do with her.
All right, so we have just a few more matches to cover with WrestleMania 34. So let's continue on with the match for the SmackDown Championship belt.
The World Heavyweight Championship.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. Me, personally, this match felt more like a mid-card. It only lasted for a measly 20 minutes, but overall...
20 minutes is still a good thing. It's just... You know what it was? It was the hype. Let's be for real. It was... People were hyped because we were thinking we were getting the dream match. Like, fans who have seen these two compete at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yes.
That was one of, I have to say, AJ's top best matches of all time. And it was a match worthy of history books. And you know what these two could do against each other, that you were left to think, what can they do in a WWE ring? And it wasn't, take nothing from it.
It was a good slugfest. It wasn't as great as how it was when they fought in New Japan, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it was a good slugfest. It was a good slugfest.
Yeah.
I did like, however, of course, Shinsuke came up short.
Yes.
I actually thought, even though he came up short, I thought Shinsuke was gonna come up short when AJ Styles put Shinsuke on the calf crusher.
See, I'm gonna be for real with you. When I thought Asuka lost, I thought that meant Shinsuke was gonna win. I'm gonna be for real. Like, to me, it made no sense to have both Royal Rumble winners lose. But then again, I don't work for WWE.
Now that you mention it, it kind of felt like an unsuccessful cashing in Money in the Bank.
No. This was like, it just felt off completely. But like, you're left thinking, okay, so Asuka lost. That means Shinsuke should win because there's no reason for you to hype up everything on this and then have one of them lose. But then you.
But you know what was interesting? The outcome of the match. Of course, Shinsuke came up short, but Shinsuke, he did the old Ric Flair. Woo! The famous low blow on AJ Styles, indicating to the fans that he turned heel. But I still like Shinsuke as a heel, and I'm pretty sure Shinsuke was a heel when he was in New Japan.
He was,
because I remember when I first started watching New Japan, when Shinsuke was in New Japan, one of the wrestlers he fought was Hiroshi Tanahashi.
That was his rival back then, yeah. It's
But man, I knew Shinsuke would turn heel eventually.
Yeah,
but I didn't know Shinsuke would turn heel by doing the Ric Flair, the famous low blow.
No, I'm just saying, that's why I'm not like completely, okay, fine, this is over, because at least we now know the hype is gone, the whole thing is taken away. Now, he's gonna be able to do more as a heel. So
I'm pretty sure he is, especially how he's doing his interviews and promos now. Now the next match I'll talk about because I don't consider this a match. Braun Strowman. Well, let me not mention him first.
The Bar,
Sheamus and Cesaro versus Braun Strowman
and a mystery partner.
And this mystery partner was no other than a 10-year-old boy for the crowd.
I mean, it's WrestleMania. It's unpredictable.
I mean, come on. Out of all people, he had to pick a 10-year-old boy, and he was hardly doing anything. I mean, if I was there, I'd be like, if Strowman were to pick me as his tag partner, I'd be like, Strowman, pick me. Let me do the plancha.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay. Can't say anything to that. I'm gonna be for real. I saw No Way Jose in the crowd, and I thought, oh, okay, we about to see something there.
No Way Jose?
He was in the crowd. I was like, oh, okay. You know what? Okay, I can see this. I can see them pulling this off. I can see this being a storyline.
I'm like, Strowman, then, tag me.
And then, he chose a kid, and I'm like, I mean, hey, now that I feel more bad for the Bar because this is like twice in 2 years. Like in 2 years at WrestleMania, they've gotten their tag titles taken away completely.
But anyways, to me, it just didn't really make any sense. But I gotta give respect to the anonymous 10-year-old kid.
Nicholas, his name is Nicholas, actually. That's his name, Nicholas.
I didn't want to say his name, but okay. But I bet he got pizza, VIP, a picture with someone from the women's division.
Hey, look, I'm saying he's the youngest tag team champion ever on WWE's roster.
But anyways,
that's a first.
Let's move on to the main event match.
The one match that everybody knew was going to happen.
I don't know. I don't even want to talk about this match because
we have to. We have to do our job. So let's start this. The Raw Universal Championship match between champion, the Conqueror, Brock Lesnar, versus the big dog, Roman Reigns. Now, the whole thing with this is a match that like a lot of people were speculating it was going to happen. And like for the past year, everybody knew that it was going to happen. And I think a lot of us agreed that we wanted it to be over with and done. Like, throughout the entire situation, we all believed that Roman Reigns was going to be the one to defeat Brock Lesnar. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people were telling me like we just wanted to be over with. When I was watching the match with a bunch of people at the Legends bar, they were just saying, hey, we just want this over with and done. We knew how it was gonna be. But you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. It was a physical match. And, Roman did everything he could. Despite the promos, despite the beatdowns, despite the destruction, and despite the 5 Superman punches that Lesnar took. In the end, I was kind of surprised, I'm not going to lie, that Brock Lesnar won. I mean...
My mic came off when I was just talking about the previous match.
But yeah, I'm just saying, we got Brock Lesnar again as champion.
He needs to give up that belt.
Well, I mean, hey, look, Superstar Shakeup's coming up soon, so we're going to see some new things happening. But, like, as I said, in the end, you fell short, Roman. Happens, I'm sure you'll get another shot at him. I'm just, I got to say, this WrestleMania, well, before that, congratulations, Brock Lesnar, for retaining your championship. I think that should be stated first as well. You've held it for at least it's a year now.
Yeah.
Wow, nobody's managed to actually take it from him in that 1 year.
I'm surprised Braun Strowman hasn't been able to take it from him.
A lot of people were surprised at that. You're not the only one. But the whole thing, as I said, this WrestleMania, I'm gonna, in honest opinion, what do you like? And this is the part of the show where we actually, talk about an opinion on what we thought about the show. In your opinion, what would you say about this WrestleMania?
About this WrestleMania?
Yeah.
This WrestleMania, I can't say that it was great, and I can't say that it was bad either.
For what it's worth, I'm going to say this. It definitely, I have to say, like, an honest opinion, it was a good WrestleMania. It had a good card. It had, stellar matches. But as for the hype, I think if I had to say it wasn't what the hype it was made out to be was going to be. And it's not because of the whole, you were saying this because you wanted your person and you wanted your wrestler to win. It's because I think a lot of people can agree, some of the decisions like really made no sense to you as a person who watches the show. Like at least you understand there's reasons why they do it. It's longevity or whatever, or for sake of something else. But I'm not gonna lie, there were like some moments that I was left scratching my head about like, why was this a thing? Like, after I thought about it for a while, I understood the reasoning behind Charlotte and Asuka. In essence, it was to end the streak. It was put into the streak because, at least my personal belief, I don't think WWE is good with streaks.
People were speculating that before they officially confirmed the match between Asuka breaking her winning streak against Charlotte, it was supposed to be Ronda Rousey breaking Asuka's streak.
I did hear that through the grapevine too, and you never know. But I felt like if you really think about it, like if you look at things about it from a longevity standpoint, I think it would have been, I can honestly say, I think Charlotte would have actually been a better person for Ronda to fight. I understand that point, and I understand as well as why you have to basically have Charlotte. Like, I guess why Charlotte had to be the one. Personally, I don't think Charlotte needed it. I really don't. And I'm not taking anything from Charlotte. Charlotte's definitely earned her right to be the top of the food chain in the women's division. She's put on incredible matches. Some of the first that have been going on now during this Women's Revolution have involved her. It's just, I don't think she really needed it. Like, I don't think she needed the win against Asuka to do it. But again, this is WWE. I don't work for them. This is just an opinion. And for me, I guess, like, aside from that, the 3 matches that I was looking forward to the most were the ones that basically, to me, kind of like, they started off great, but like it was just the finish that I really didn't completely understand. Like, let's be for real, I did get the Rusev. I mean, I wanted Rusev to win. And I think a lot of people like
me too.
Rusev has gotten over with the crowd completely.
Yeah, because of Rusev Day.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even that. Like, technically, Rusev's supposed to be a heel, but he's gotten over and he's gotten people shouting it. Like, that just goes to show you that he is capable of actually swaying both people to his side, and it's just him not winning the U.S. title. Like, take nothing away from Randy Orton or Bobby Roode, but
take away from Bobby Roode.
But as I said, Rusev to me, actually could have earned that win, especially since it was at WrestleMania where he lost the U.S. title, so it should have made more sense for him to actually get it back at the place he lost it to, especially to rejuvenate. Not, I won't say rejuvenate, but like to at least cement the fact that he was actually doing well. As I said, there were still some good matches. It wasn't a bad WrestleMania. It was definitely a good one. It just, I felt like it was missing some of that magic, I guess.
We're almost out of time. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please feel free to email me at shawjustin576@gmail.com.
And you can find me at followthefox777@gmail.com.
Once again, this is Wrestler Geeks. Have fun, be safe, and don't get into any fights. We'll see you next time.